I let my daughter get a tattoo without telling my husband. When my daughter Sophia was 15, she flopped down on my bed one night and said, "Mom, I want a tattoo for my 18th birthday." Most parents would have shut that down immediately, but I didn't. Instead, we spent 3 years planning it together. She wanted something for her grandmother who died when she was 12. Her idea was a small floral design with her grandmother's favorite flowers and her initials tucked into the stem on her shoulder blade. We looked at portfolios online, talked about artists, and saved reference photos. We never told my husband Brian about her plans because he thinks tattoos are trashy. By her 18th birthday, we had the perfect design ready. We booked the appointment for the weekend after her birthday and told Brian we were going shopping for dorm stuff. He barely looked up from his phone when we left. At the tattoo shop, Sophia was bouncing on her heels. "Mom, what if it looks bad?" I squeezed her hand. "It's going to be perfect." The artist called us back and showed Sophia the stencil. Her eyes filled with tears the second she saw it. That's exactly what I wanted. They got her situated in the chair and pressed the stencil onto her shoulder blade. Sophia twisted to see it in the mirror and nodded. Yes, right there. The artist put on fresh gloves and picked up the tattoo gun. That's when the front door slammed open so hard it hit the wall. Brian came charging into the back room. "Stop this right now. Do not touch her." The tattoo artist set down the gun and held up both hands. "Sir, I'm going to need you to calm down." Brian pointed at Sophia. "Get out of that chair. We're leaving." I stepped forward. "Brian, what are you doing here?" He whipped around to face me. "What am I doing here? What are you doing here? You took our daughter to get a tattoo behind my back." Apparently, her little brother found the appointment confirmation on her laptop and showed Brian because he thought he was helping. Brian turned back to Sophia. "You're going to regret this forever." Sophia's voice came out small. "Dad, it's for Grandma." He laughed, but it wasn't a real laugh. "Your grandmother would be ashamed of you right now. Absolutely ashamed." Sophia started crying. Brian kept going. "No daughter of mine is going to look like she belongs on a street corner. You can forget about me paying for college if you do this." The artist looked at me. "Ma'am, I can't do this with him here. I'm sorry." I put myself between Brian and the chair. "I'll get him out. Keep going." I looked right at Brian. "You need to leave right now or I'm calling the police." He took a step closer to me. "I'm not going anywhere. You're letting her ruin her life." Brian pointed at the artist. "If you put one mark on my daughter, I will sue you. Do you understand me?" The artist's hand was shaking. "Sir, I really need you to leave." Brian turned to look at me like he didn't recognize me. "If you do this, I'm done. I'm completely done with both of you." I crossed my arms. "That's your choice, but we're not leaving until she gets her tattoo." He stood there and waited for me to change my mind. When I didn't, he shook his head. "I can't believe you're choosing a stupid piece of trash tattoo over our marriage." Then he turned and walked out. Sophia was crying so hard her shoulders were shaking. I touched her arm. "Do you want to stop? We can leave right now if you want." She shook her head and wiped her face. "No, I want this. He's not going to ruin this for me." The artist took a deep breath. "Okay, let's get started." She talked to Sophia the whole time. She asked about her grandmother, what she was like, and what her favorite flower meant. Sophia stopped crying after about 20 minutes. When it was done, Sophia stood in front of the mirror, turning to see it from every angle. "Mom, it's perfect. Look at it." She was smiling for real now. When we pulled into the driveway later, Brian's car was gone. I checked my phone. One text. "I'm staying at my parents' until you come to your senses." That was 4 days ago, and he still hasn't come home.